All right, it is time for the last video on concept 19.1, the last regular test video, 19.1c. This is another equivalency application problem, and the idea is you have two individuals and you want to find out how much total fertilizer they need for their lawns. Now on these problems, the key is changing these percentages into either decimals or fractions, because that's what's used in the problem. So a key to any problem like this is look at the answer and understand what are they asking you to be able to do. In this case, they want to know that you can change 12.5% into the decimal 0.125 and into the fraction 1/8. They also want to know that you can change 40% into the decimal 0.4 and into the fraction 2/5. Now, if you need some reminder on how you change those, remember, let's take the 40%. 40% is 40 over 100. And we simplify that down. 20 is the biggest thing that can go into both. It goes in 2 times. It goes in 5 times. If we wanted to do the same thing with the 1/8, we would have the fraction, or the decimal, 0.125, which is 125 thousandths. And then we'd start dividing, and I'd start dividing with, I know that 125 goes into 1,000 8 times, but that's not where I would start if I didn't know that. 25 can go into anything that ends in 25 and anything that ends in 00. So I've got 5 of them there, 5 25s in 125. And in 1,000, there are 40 25s. And then 5 goes into 5 once and into 48 times. So that's the key, is being able to make those. Because now, for the top part of this, for question 4, everything is matching those up. So the correct decimal, 0.15 times 620, yes, yes, yes. The correct decimal, 0.4 times 800, yes, that one works. The incorrect decimal, nope, that would need to be 0.125. As soon as part of it's wrong, it's all wrong. 1 over 12.5, that's not correct. It has to be 1 over 8. So that's wrong. 1/8 times 620, that's correct. 2/5 times 800, that's correct. We're good to go on that one. And our correct answers are A and C. And this exclamation point was for me to remind you all on the test that it was lettered poorly. They had 2 A's, and so no D. And anyway, A and C. Now for part 5, what's the total amount of the lawn fertilized in square meters? So now we take either one of these correct answers and we simplify it. I always take the one that's in a decimal, because I have the calculator tool to use, and I'm going to use the tools that they give me. And so I have that decimal form, and I have that decimal form. And when I multiply 620 times 0.125, I get 77.5. And when I multiply 800 times 0.4, I get 320. And this is a total problem, how much total on, so I'm going to add those together, which gets me an answer of 397.5 squared meters. 397.5 squared meters. So this is the last time that you'll see this on a regular test. There will be an intervention opportunity. So make sure, if you got this problem wrong, that you match up your test against the video, figure out what you did wrong, figure out what you need as refresher so that you understand how to do it, and then when the video opportunity comes along, you'll have the chance to show what you know. Alrighty? So check this video, against your test and bring any extra questions to class.